Kia ora. Well, for many of us over the next couple of days, it's the story of dry weather, but with a couple of pretty chilly nights still to come. As we head through the rest of Tuesday afternoon, you can see there's still a few showers around the likes of Canterbury, particularly up and towards the high ground there, and skirting these eastern areas of the North Island. We'll find a few showers springing up through the Bay of Plenty this afternoon as well, but places like Auckland and up towards the north there, generally a dry, clear one. And we'll keep hold of most of that dry weather and those clear skies as we head through the night time for the majority of New Zealand. You can see we've still got more cloud skirting this eastern coast, and perhaps a few showers still clipping the likes of the Wairarapa coast and up towards Mahia. But for most of us through the night time tonight, it stays dry, clear and cold. Our temperatures really dropping away once again. Lows on the North Island back down towards freezing, places like Taupo, 1 degree Celsius. Even areas like Palmerston North, back down to 3 degrees or so as we head into those early hours of the morning for Wednesday. Cold enough for a touch of frost, and it's a similar story on the South Island as well, with temperatures dropping down to around freezing for Queenstown, back down to 1 degree Celsius through Canterbury, and even in those inland parts of Marlborough, places like Blenheim, we'll find our temperatures back down to freezing as well. Cold enough for a touch of frost around those vines, so well worth keeping a close eye on those nighttime temperatures tonight, and it's a chilly old start today for Wednesday. But for Wednesday, high pressure is driving the weather, keeping most of us dry and clear. We'll find a few showers still, perhaps first thing around those far northern parts of the Nelson region, left over from Tuesday afternoon. But for most of us, things are dry and settled. Nice clear skies as well. More cloud back towards that eastern coast of the South Island by the end of the day. But for the North Island, the cloud is around these eastern areas, around places like Wairarapa, Hawke's Bay, and perhaps bringing an odd shower skirting the likes of Mahia as we start the morning. And that'll clear off, and plenty of dry, clear sunshine through the day. It's that chilly start to watch out for as well, remember that. But I think as we head through the afternoon, we'll find more cloud across the far northern parts of New Zealand, and perhaps a few showers across those western areas of Northland. But for Auckland, a fine, dry, sunny day, a touch more cloud towards the end of the evening, but dry and fine. And I think for Wellington as well, again, areas of cloud, particularly first thing and again at night, but a fine looking afternoon for you. Now, it will be that chilly start, but even with that cold start, hopefully with plenty of sunshine, we'll find our temperatures lifting back to highs of around about 18 degrees Celsius in Auckland, and not quite as cold, although still pretty chilly, as we head through into the early hours of Thursday morning. Down on the south, and again for most of us it's a dry day. You can see we get those showers around that far northwestern corner just to clear away first thing. But for the majority of the island, it's dry and it's fine. A touch of cloud around the likes of Invercargill, that southern coast, and skirting up towards Banks Peninsula. That should break up through the daytime. Some fine spells through the afternoon before more cloud pushes back in towards evening time through Otago and Canterbury. But even here, I think we'll find it stays dry, just turning cloudier through the daytime. Great looking day though, down through that western coast and in towards central Otago. Again, watch out for that cool start though. Despite that chilly temperatures to begin with, we'll find our highs back to around about 17 degrees Celsius in Queenstown, 16 or so on that western coast. A little bit cooler for Christchurch, 13 or 14 degrees Celsius through the daytime, with a little bit more of that cloud returning through the night time. I mean, it's not been quite as cold overnight into those early hours of Thursday morning, but another chilly night down through places like Otago as we head in towards Thursday. But for Thursday, that high pressure sticks with us. So the weather, again, is relatively settled. It's slowly moving out towards the Chatham Islands, out towards the east of the islands themselves. But I think we are going to find the next area of low pressure getting closer towards us. It throws a touch more cloud across those western areas. But for most of us on Thursday, it's a dry day. Again, a bit of a chilly start first thing, a touch more cloud pushing in from the west as we head towards the end of the day. And we're keeping an eye on that area of low pressure, perhaps bringing some wetter weather across the top of the South Island once we head through in towards Friday. But for the next 2 days or so, plenty of dry weather and plenty of cold nights. That's it from me. Kia pai te rā.